Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I'm Tip and this is going to be part 48 of my early campaign. We're playing as England. And we are working our way towards the year 1400. Yeah, we're going to be getting there, I would say, in this episode. Now, with that being said, I do anticipate us to have to fight the Byzantines at some point in this episode, so that's going to be slowing down our progress a little bit, but it will be nice to get a battle in. That is, if they do attack us. I'm not going to be attacking them. I'm just assuming that they're going to be attacking me because I'm going to be getting these. I'm going to be evacuating these troops from Antioch and Edessa in an effort to reduce my garrisons in these provinces. I think I have a full. Yeah, that's my full garrison for Antioch, and I think I'm still waiting on getting the troops ready for Palestine. I'm assuming that they're getting trained up here in Brittany. Yeah, we have that unit. So 2 Royal Knights and 1 Feudal Knight. I'm going to need 1 more Feudal Knight. Who are you again? Sir John Fitzalan. 3 command stars. Gluttony is not good in this case because I'm looking for a guy who is going to be, like a garrison leader. He's going to be counted on to be fighting. He's not going to be commanding a field army. He's going to be basically, being depended on to hold down a castle in an event of a siege battle. So -4 valor for his unit, which is going to be, and they're going to need to be fighting. That's not so great. Despite his, his +3 morale from charismatic leader and his +2 morale from the natural leader, it's not going to matter because they're going to be fighting in a castle. They're going to be unbreakable. So I don't know if he's going to be the guy that I want to be leading that garrison defense. I'm thinking instead about, I have a couple family members up here. Prince Alfred, I think, is my younger brother. He's my other younger brother. He's 26, and so he's, well, expendable, I suppose, because he's not my first in line. Now, of course, I do have sons on the way, and I'm going to be keeping an eye on this. Edmund, if he jumps to the top of the list, then that's going to mean that he is my king's son, and that's going to mean that he was conceived out of wedlock, which is going to be very interesting. That's going to change my entire perception on Catholic marriages in this game. So I'm going to be keeping a keen eye on that. Now, if he is not the eldest son, then we have Prince Stephen, and that is a fantastic relief because I was getting nervous there for a while. Stephen is 3 years old and my king is 44. So let's see here. So 54 in 10 years, 55, 56. So he should be around, 56 years old by the time his son, by the time Stephen comes of age. That is if Edmund is not his son. So either way, we're going to be fine, I think. I was getting nervous. I really was. Yeah. So I think, was it the Poles who married the princess off to me? I think it was the Poles, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, so that, I was nervous. So I have been expanding some of my armies, and I'm making 16,000 florins per turn. It's insane how much money I'm making. It's really something. And so I have 3 armies that are ready to basically be stationed in Rhodes to back up my garrisons in the Levant when these armies are all moved out. So that's going to be ready to go. I think I'm just waiting on, I think I need a couple more culverins built up because they're going to be used in my field armies. I'm using culverins just because the English do have a faction discount for culverins. And recently I was going through the Wikipedia for this game, and I realized that the other late game artillery option that has a English discount is the Serpentine. And that's interesting because I don't think I've ever really used the Serpentines. Can I even build them anywhere? Shit, I don't think I can build Serpentines anywhere. Yeah, because I need Serpentines. You need not just the master, where is it? The master foundry. So for the anti-personnel artillery guns, which is the organ gun and the Serpentine, which are more for killing people rather than just fortifications, you need to combine the master foundry with the master gunsmith's workshop building. So yeah, it's a bit of both. So I should actually get building that. Guns. Okay, so we're 2 off. We need 2 more buildings before we can start building that. So that's going to actually be a little while. That's okay. In the meantime, I can just get my culverins going. And yeah, maybe we can use the serpentines in the late game. We will see if we can get there in time. They're an interesting unit. Yeah, they're rather accurate and they have a pretty high rate of fire. I have used them in custom battles and they're very long range. I think they might even be longer range than culverins, I think. Which indicates that they can kind of be used in offensive battles, potentially. If they can get a bead on the enemy army, who's, you know, probably going to be camping a hill somewhere, if they can reach it, they can force the enemy to abandon their hill and they can come at you. So that can be pretty cool, potentially. That's more in theory. I don't think I've ever really done that in practice. And the same thing with the culverins, with their range as well. You might be able to do the same thing with them. So that's going to be the idea there. I got these culverins going, and yeah, I've used the organ gun when I played as the Danes and as the Egyptians, mostly as the Danes. I guess the Egyptians a little bit though. And it's a much harder weapon to use, but it's a lot of fun. Very, very fun. But yeah, the Serpentine I would say is more straightforward. You know, it's a long range. It kind of picks off units, and it does have I think it has a bouncing, you know, ammunition piece that does kind of bounce through units, which does a lot of damage, or at least it can do a lot of damage. And yeah, it's rather accurate. So that can be pretty fun to use, I reckon. And that's going to be the idea, is kind of, you know, hanging out in Rhodes, and if and when the Byzantines attack me here in Antioch and or Edessa, I can just counter with my armies from Rhodes. So yeah, it's a little bit risky because it's going to take an extra turn to get to Edessa in that case. But really, what I want is for them to attack my fortifications, and for me to test out and to practice these defensive siege battles. So yeah, that's the idea, as you all know. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this. I'm hoping that I get to learn some things here and see how these things play out. Here we are a few turns later, and Prince Edmund has come of age here. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what kind of man he is and who he really is. So Master Armor is finished here in Anjou as well. And that's going to be for the pikeman that I am training up there in Anjou. And Prince Edmund, oh, you're a drinker. Oh, that's such a shame. That is such a shame. -1 command. And already, is he like one command star? I don't know. Natural leader, so that's +2 morale, +1 loyalty, so at least he has that. And, man, yeah. 4 loyalty, 1 command star? Okay. Well, who are you? You're next in line. Wow, okay. So you're going to be the future, you are the future king of England. So, if I'm right, that means that he was conceived out of wedlock. Huh. That is very interesting. That really turns my entire idea of how that works in this game upside down. So that's, yeah, very, very interesting. You are the next, yeah, you are the future king. 4 loyalty. That's not good. That's, yeah, okay, well, you're going to be just hanging out with Dad then. Like, it's not super bad, but it's not great. And the thing is that when he's not the leader of his own stack, that means that his drinker trait is not going to be getting worse until he, you know, becomes king. So you can kind of hide him for a little while, because the next trait from drinker, he's going to be losing some acumen, I think. So yeah, let's just have him hang out with Dad, and he can try to keep an eye on his drinking. Yeah, that is rough. But, so another thing, I realized that the 2 generals that I had trained up, or the 2 people that I trained up to garrison Tripoli, they both have the gluttony trait. So I had to find some other people that don't have this trait. And I'm going to be using Prince Alfred and Sir Richard Plantagenet, who used to be part of the family. And yeah, 4 loyalty is not great, but hopefully Prince Alfred is going to be okay. And they're both 3-star generals, and neither of them have the gluttony trait, so that's going to be the key there with that. Well, this is pretty gross. We have plague here in Tripoli, so St. Vitus dance epidemic in Tripoli, a most terrible condition as the afflicted jerk and dance in a macabre fashion until they swoon from exhaustion or give in to merciful death. Income halved in Tripoli. Yeesh. Yeah, that does not sound good at all. And I like dancing. I just don't like dancing myself to death. No, no, sir. That sounds awful. I haven't heard of that either. That's a interesting, gross kind of thing to learn about. Yeah. Yep, I'm sure it'll come up in my studies eventually. I'm not really studying. I'm just, just to learn things through podcasts and YouTube channels and such. Every once in a while I'll read a book, but not as often as I would like. And a lot of... Okay, Plato and the Homer translated. So the work of diplomat Manuel Trizolaris in translating the works of Homer and Plato brings glory to the Byzantine Empire. These classics of rationality will surely have an effect in bringing classical philosophy to a wider audience of scholars, therefore countering the terrible effects of ignorance. The emperor's influence is increased. That happened in 1394, eh? Man, it seems like that took a long time for that to be translated. I'm assuming into Latin, because it was already in Greek, right? Right? Yeah, right? I don't know. Anyway, I'm trying to get Prince Edmund married, as per usual, and the Aragonese are saying no, as per usual. Go figure. But this is my garrison, and they're now ready to hang out here in Tripoli, so let's bring them on over here. And yeah, they're not Tripoli, Palestine, yes, Palestine. And I have my armies here in Rhodes. I don't have them there, so they're all set. And yeah, we're ready to start our evacuation of these areas. So this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be bringing these armies up here to Ireland first off. And in fact, what I can do before that, before I create a mess up there, I can disband the units that I know I'm not going to be using in my future armies, like I did, in my previous episode. Then bring up whatever's left. And obviously it's going to take an extra turn to move the troops out of Edessa. Now here is my pact that I'm going to make with myself, which is that if the Byzantines attack Edessa when these armies are only, here, they're not in Ireland yet, then I'm not going to be countering with these armies and bringing them back here to rescue Edessa. I'm going to be giving that extra turn to potentially defend itself from, a siege, assault, and I will be bringing these armies in from Rhodes. I will not be rushing back on over with these armies. That's going to be my little role-playing pact that I'm going to be making for myself here. Here comes the moment of truth. Let's see if the Byzantines do indeed. Yes, of course they do. Yes, of course. So here they are in Edessa. And oh my god, they have so many stars, they can't even fit them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-star general, Lord Zimisces. I should know how to say that name because it's a pretty famous name in Byzantine history. Zimisces? Ah, shoot, I don't know. But yeah, so how does the army look? So other than the general, there's another full-strength unit of cataphracts, so some decent heavy cav. The Pronoia Legion is another good cav unit. Basically, it's kind of like our equivalent or their equivalent to our feudal knights. I think feudal knights are better, but I think the stats are pretty similar. Byzantine lancers are kind of like their equivalent to our mounted sergeants, which again, I think our mounted sergeants are better, but again, I would have to kind of look at that and check those stats. Then they have our Armenian. Are these Armenian heavy cav? No, they're Byzantine lancers. Okay, I don't know why I thought they were different units. Byzantine cav, so good hybrid. Melee and archer cav unit. Then basic horse archers. I am not seeing any melee infantry. Yeah, I'm seeing some arbalesters, handgunners, Pavis crossbows, and Trebizond archers, which is a decent attacking archer unit. But I mean, for fighting like a siege battle, because obviously I'm going to be retreating to the stronghold. And what are they from reinforcements? Yeah, this is pretty shitty. Yeah, that's bad. Peasants and like one-man units of urban militia and some Slav warriors, 4 men in that unit, some fanatics. I didn't even know they could get fanatics. How did they get those? Must have hired them. Yeah, interesting. Retreat to the stronghold. And yeah, we've lost it. So they pillaged 1,500 florins. And I wonder, was that our religious buildings they just pillaged? So I am the richest, and a bark was sunk. So was that my bark, or was that the Danish bark? And we have a daughter. A daughter on the way. Okie dokie. And let's go see here. So bark. Okay, so I need to get a new bark here to cover down. No biggie. I can build one here. Oh, I can get organ guns and serpentines in Palestine. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna start building these here. And yeah, this is a gun. I keep telling myself I need to like look this up because I don't know anything about it historically. Like I feel like I never have heard about this gun being used. But a serpentine is a light cannon with a very long barrel. The name comes from its snake-like proportions that fires a 1 kilogram ball. It is light, transportable, and quite accurate. It has a good range, and a single shot can kill more than one man. Yeah, so let's get these guys going here. And it cost me 244 florins. So I wonder what it costs for the other factions. 300 florins, perhaps? Okay, so that's interesting. Yeah, cool. Let's get those guys going here in Palestine. Oh, no, I need a boat. Can I get a boat anywhere else? Boat, Tripoli. No, can I get a boat in Rhodes? Yes, I can. Let's get a boat there instead. Let's just get our sweet, sweet serpentines here in Palestine. All right, so we lost our province. Boo. But, wait, okay, let me check. That's my king's influence. Okay, he has 4. That's okay, I think, right? And how long are they going to last? Okay, so that's 4 turns. They're going to last for 4 turns. So they should attack my fortress, which has no upgrades. This is just a non-upgraded fortress. And I'm trying to remember, so does a non-upgraded fortress even have gun towers or no? So I think the answer is no. I think there's no culverin towers or even demi-culverin towers. So does that mean its most upgraded towers are going to be the catapults? Yeah, it's a little bit haggard, but oh well. So they're going to be moved off here to Ireland, and then so I wouldn't mind if they attacked Antioch. I kind of want to just, wait, but because yeah, Antioch has the culverin towers, and I wouldn't mind fighting a defensive siege battle for that as well. Let's go ahead and move down here to Tripoli. Just to get some guys here in the mainland and to show them that we mean business, but we don't mean that much business. Like we're still here to play. And hopefully they attack us. That'd be really cool. I never fight defensive siege battles, so you can tell I'm pretty excited about the prospect of this. I am looking here at the buildings that they must have destroyed here in Edessa, and so it's interesting that they didn't destroy the churches. So I guess the fact that they're Orthodox did stop them from doing that, but they did destroy the administrative buildings. Yes, like the baronial court that I needed to build up to. Or no, I don't think I needed the baronial court, but whatever came below that, whatever the 3rd tier court is, I can't remember what that is, but the one that I needed to get the feudal knights. So those are what got destroyed. Okay, that's interesting. I think I probably knew that at one point, but yeah, it's nice to be reminded of these things. Okay, I'm ready to end this turn, and I'm super curious. Super curious. Are we going to get a fight here? Come on, attack me. You can do it. Attack me. I want you to attack me. And I did just check my Glorious Achievements objectives. Neither Antioch nor Edessa is part of my Homelands objectives, so it's fine if I don't own them when the year 1400 does come around, because that's not going to matter. And it's so weird seeing the Danes own Castile. And yeah, the Polish went in here to Lithuania, but no, the Danes are way too strong. And the Byzantines attacked Syria, and the rebels are going to retreat. Okay. So the Byzantines own Syria now. Okay, all right, interesting. And they didn't attack me. Oh. Yeah, most of that force moved off to... Okay, so I lost 8 men. That's not that bad. The defenders... So the besiegers lost 36 men. And... Right, since I lost more men, now I'm going to hold out for even longer. It's going to hold out for 5 years or more. Huh. Yeah, they should attack. But now if they attack with the force that they have there, like they're really not going to, they're not going to win, you know? Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, perfect. And the Holy Roman Emperor has married off his daughter to Prince Edmund. Yes, that's very nice. Yes, nice. Awesome. And I have another son on the way. Wonderful. So that should be my 3rd son of my current king after Prince Stephen. So yeah, now the Byzantines are in a position where they could threaten Antioch, Tripoli, or Palestine. And I'm tempted... Gosh, what do we have here? We have the siege cannon towers. Oh, that would be really fun if they attacked that. And then here we have the culverin towers. And then Tripoli, I think we have the demi... Oh, no, we have the culverin towers there as well. Okay. I'm going to keep this 1 stack here just to, again, we got to have at least some presence in the mainland for now. Now that the Byzantines like are making some moves here. But yeah, I'm not going to overreact to this. I'm going to continue to watch them and see what happens. And yeah, it's a little bit, you know, a little bit rough losing influence from my king. A little bit rough, it is. But, I mean, he's 51. And 4 influence is not the worst. So, I'm not that worried about it just yet. And I did just check my general's loyalty as well in the last turn, because I have a princess now, so I could use her to boost someone's loyalty, but I'm not seeing any issues really. Yeah, nothing that I'm really worried about. That's just 1 unit, so don't worry about that. Yeah, I feel like we're kind of good, you know? And a lot of these guys are going to get disbanded anyway. And it would be really funny though if like, if there was like a rebellion in Ireland, it's just like, all right, fine it for Ireland, you know? As long as my field armies are fine, which they are, loyalty wise. So yeah, I'm not too concerned on the loyalty front. Ooh, actually, just as I was saying that. Just as I was saying that. Okay, so what's your deal? You are not married into the family, so Sir Thomas Camoys. Yeah, okay, perfect. You will marry my daughter. Yes, that is going to be the solution. So let's get you, come down here, and you marry him. And is that going to give it is it 2 shields of loyalty boost? Not quite sure, but I'm sure I'll see it and then I'll probably forget it. As I always forget. Wow, the Danes are invading North Africa, Cordoba. Holy shit. They invaded Egypt, I think. That's crazy. The Danes are going ham right now. All right. Yeah, super exciting. Yeah, look at this. Jesus. Yeah, the Danes are going to make a very decent late game adversary, I think. Yeah, that's fun. Alright, the King of Poland has died. Alright, the Byzantine Empire has died from an illness, but he has another heir. And yeah, we still got 4 more turns here. In Edessa, we lost another 10 men. And we have 102 remaining. So yeah, it's not, we don't have a lot of guys. So I was hoping that they would attack me. Jesus, come on, guys. And I thought that they would. And alright, the Italians are trying to get an alliance, but still, they're at war with the papacy, and the papacy is my ally. And the Italians are excommunicated, so yeah, no, thank you. And then yes, marriage to Sir Thomas Camoy. Nice. And King John III is a builder, plus 10 happiness in all provinces. Wonderful. All right. Yeah, this is it's a little bit annoying it's a little bit annoying that they're not attacking me, so I'm going to bring up this army up here just to kind of get ready to attack Edessa if they are going to continue to... Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to give it. Do I really want to wait till the last turn? I don't know, that seems kind of dodgy. Seems kind of dodgy because, yeah, they don't have, I'm losing, you know, I only have 100 men left, you know, in this garrison. I am losing men, so... Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough choice, but you know, if I'm going to remain committed to this experiment, then I should probably give it to the last turn, right? Oh my, okay, so the Danes have been excommunicated. That's interesting because up till now, they've kept their hands relatively clean, not just in regards to their dealings with the Pope, but also just like with other factions. They've only been at war recently, if not like for the entire campaign, with the Poles. All of their other success has been at the expense of rebel provinces, really. They've been really intelligent about their expansion strategies, so this is a turn for them. And I'm curious where that conflict has been initiated. Yeah, this is so, man, they just want to siege me out, eh? Here in Edessa? That's not fun at all. So lame. Oh dear, okay. Let's see here. We're catching Byzantine spies here in Palestine. Alright. Gunsmith's Guild here in Rhodes is finished. Yes, yes. Famine in Rhodes. And Deep Thinker. So Thomas Camoy. -3 piety, +3 acumen. Okay. And there we go. We did score 13 points. I'm very curious to see how much points the Danes have scored. Huh. That's not that much. It's like, really? That's it? Huh. That equals that, eh? Like, I know they had some points before that, but, Jesus, alright. Well, I don't feel threatened at all by them. Kind of thought they're going to make it like a late game push. I mean, you know, I guess there is still, what, 2 more counting periods? Yeah, but, yeah. Yeah, I still have that, and it's 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm still making 17 points. Might change in the next turn, but yeah. Yeah, I don't feel too threatened by it, but still, I am in the process of training up some offensive armies. Just because the armies that I kind of left behind to guard it, you know, guard my European territories and my Eastern territories, those were all meant as like defensive armies, right? If I wanted to attack the Danes, I would need extra armies. So I realized, oh yeah, I should probably train up some more of those units. So I'm getting some more pikemen and guns trained up here in Scotland, and then pikes in Anjou. Chivalric knights in Brittany, I thought I was doing that. Yeah, let's keep doing that here. And then, yeah, my serpentines in Palestine of all places. So that's cool. We got at least one of them built up. Yeah, let's get that over to Scotland before Palestine gets invaded by the Byzantines. Hopefully they don't, but it's not a big deal if they do. And that is the end for the King of England. He has died from an illness. Okay, that seems... Was he young? Was he like 55? Yeah, I think so. Well, luckily, yeah, Prince Edmund is of age, and he is the heir, so he is the new king. And yeah, they never attacked here in Edessa. That's so lame. God damn it. Like, I really thought that 5 turns, you know, would be enough to convince them to attack, but no, apparently not. Apparently not. So I'm going to have to attack with this army to retake Edessa. And sure, they could reinforce with troops from Syria, from Lesser Armenia. They don't have anyone in Rum. But let's just sally out with these guys as well, what's left of them. And do I have any more new... So that's... I'm getting more points for something. So all of the provinces are the same, but I'm pretty sure that I wasn't getting 16 points from homelands before, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what changed, but I think I'm getting more. So yeah, 16, 17, 18 points in total. Okay. Yeah, so that's fine. So yeah, this is going to be tricky for sure if, you know, they decide to reinforce with troops from Syria as well as other places. I don't know if I can really win that fight, but I can give it my damnness. And I'll bring over another army here from Rhodes just to try to stabilize this situation. If things really do go south here, worst comes to worse, then I would have troops that would, if I lose this fight, you know, if they reinforce it, and if I lose this fight, I will have troops that can retreat to this fortification, and then that would give me an extra... Actually, what am I doing here? Oh, there's a Byzantine boat in the water. Oh, you sneaky buggers. Oh, there's some basic... Wow, okay, so that's interesting. I've been keeping a pretty close tab on the naval situation. I don't know, did I just forget to do that in the last couple turns? I didn't think I did, but... yeah, wow, yeah, they got some boats in the water now. Dromon and a galley versus my 2 barks. So 2 stars and I got 0 stars. Ugh. So I should probably retreat from this and go here probably. And then here they have a 2-star galley and I have a 0-star 2 barks. Again, I don't trust those odds, so let's retreat from this. And then I do have my boats here. So let's get my Carracks out. And then, yeah, my Carracks can come on over. And actually, this is more important. Let's go over here. Yeah. Yeah, and because my Carracks have a speed of 3, and since that Dromon is with that galley, that means it's down to a speed of 2. So we can catch and destroy that fleet with my... And my Carracks are 2-star. They have a 2-star admiral as well, so that's good. Yeah. So if they hang tight there, we should be fine. And yeah, that means we can't land in Antioch. Okay, that's a little dodgy, but whatever. That's okay. We'll figure it out. And up here as well, a Dromon. So I have a 1-star admiral, and he has a 1-star. I have 2 barks. That should favor me, but you know, I don't trust these things. So let's retreat from that, and let's just kind of let my Carracks do a lot of the fighting here to help clean these things up. I'm looking at this general here that belongs to the Byzantines. It's this one-man unit of cataphracts, so it's just him. And he has the tortured trait, which is pretty terrifying because, yeah, so having been captured and tortured, he's obsessed with avoiding capture. This makes his army harder to break, but seriously affects his judgment on the battlefield. So +6 morale and then -2 command. He is still a 7-star general. So that -2 command isn't really doing much there, but that +6 morale is insane. Holy shit. I hope he does not come up here to assist in the fight in Edessa. Because that, in addition to the +2 morale for natural leader, that's +8 morale. Oh my god. And that's not even counting the morale buffs from the his command stars, you know, giving the valor bonuses. Like his army would be unbreakable. Oh man. Luckily his army sucks, but like Jesus, oh god, that would be really tough to fight if I had to fight him. Yeah, the other guys aren't so bad. I'm just seeing like 1-star generals here and there. But if he comes up, I'm in trouble. If it's just him, I'm not too worried. If it's just the 2-star general, he's just a 1-man unit of urban militia. And then, yeah, he doesn't have any command traits other than the 2 stars. So I'm not too concerned about that. So let's go ahead and drop a save here and let's dive on in. And yeah, let's get a fight in, and we will see how much the Byzantines really want Edessa. Yeah, we're about to find out. Yeah, so the Byzantines are now making a play for Antioch. Smart. And they're retreating from Edessa. Huh. I didn't really expect that. Huh. So we got Edessa back. And yeah, here we're just going to retreat to the stronghold again. And the Italians are going to be retreating from Milan. Interesting. Papacy is going to be retreating from Rome. Okay, that's not a good look for them. I still have the largest military. I mean, I do have a lot of forces in Ireland, so yeah, I guess there's that. Oh yeah, I forgot to check in on my new king and to see how much influence he has, because yeah, that's important. Byzantine spies getting caught here in Tripoli, okie dokie, and then one acumen for you and one acumen for you. Okay. Okie dokie. So yeah, now, man, this is just getting more awkward and awkward. So now I have these guys. You are going to be in the garrison, and you, and then the feudal knights. So they just auto-merged them, and I can't retrain them because they destroyed the buildings that allow me to train those units. So yeah, it's a little bit dodgy. Yeah. And then, shoot, who is my... Okay, I need to find another governor for Edessa. Who's smart? Who can count? I think you... Yeah, you're already a governor of something. Let's see. Oh, you could be you. You have good acumen. And you could use the loyalty boost as well. Sir Anthony Kurthose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 acumen. And yeah, he has the thinker trait as well. And Edessa is going to give 2 loyalty. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, we'll take it. Bump up those taxes. All right, so now what? This is going to last for 4 turns here in Antioch, and we have the Culverin Towers here. And yeah, I'm going to continue to hang tight. I just really want to see what becomes of this. Ooh, and King Edmund IV has 3 influence. Okay, that's not great. Well, I have a princess. I think she's one of his sisters. And let's see, Prince Henry is going to be one of my younger brothers. Okay, so you are married though. Okay, so you can start having children whenever you'd like. And yeah, I need to check on my dude's influence now, or my guy's loyalty, just to make sure that we haven't taken a hit since the new king has come into power. Nah, we're looking pretty groovy. Yeah, nothing that I'm seeing that really worries me too much in that regard, so we're pretty fine there. I have to make sure that I move my spy and assassin outside of these provinces. Every time they capture them, I'm finally learning, after, Jesus, 1,000 hours in this game, I'm finally learning that when a faction captures my settlement, even if I do own that fortification, that garrison still, that settlement towers, like the watchtowers and border forts, do turn against my agents. It's either that, or it's just that anytime they conquer my province, they have spies and assassins that follow them into the province and then, you know, kill my spies and assassins because it's in their, like, they own that province. Either one of those two things is the factors there. But yeah, I always lose my spies and assassins in my own provinces when I don't move them out in the situation. It's so no, oh my God, I've been doing that for years. I've been doing that. And finally I might be learning. In this case, I'm going to be letting my 3 Carracks go after these 2 boats here, and they should win that fight. Now, this boat has splintered off, and now they're in the Sea of Crete. It's a 2-star admiral, but then I have a 2-star admiral, and I have 4 boats, so 4 versus 1 should go okay. And then here, we have a 1-star Dromon. So, a piece of advice that was given to me recently, and I don't know why this took me so, so long to realize. Well, I never realized it. I needed to be told this. This is so bad. No, finally, someone was like, look, even when it's a faster boat, it has faster stats. It's the fastest boat in the game, the Dromon. It's, it's really difficult to catch, but it's still probability based, right? Which is something that I was guessing at, but I just didn't really take that to the next rational conclusion, which is that, okay, well, if it's probability based, then increase the probabilities by splitting off your boats. Since it's such a weak boat, you don't need strong, massive combined fleets to kill it. You just need to catch the damn thing. So here we are. I have 4 barks. How much is it? It's a 1-star Dromon, so it's kind of tough. But do I have any stars on here? I have a 1-star bark there. And yeah, 0 stars. Okay. So we'll see. Attack it there and then there. And we'll see how many of these barks we lose. We might lose a few. And then I do have these carracks here that I can also bring in. Maybe we can attack it the next turn. And let's shorten my lines by bringing them in. And then, yeah, I may as well start building more barks because I'm probably going to be losing some. Ah, perfect. So we were able to sink their Dromon with the first fight, so we didn't have to lose any other boats. And then here, with the 4 versus 1, we did lose 1 boat, but at least we did sink theirs. And then here, we sunk both of theirs and we lost 0, so perfect. So all in all, we just lost 1 boat out of all those engagements. And Marjorie became a spinster. Is that her? Okay, I must have lost track of a princess there. The Italian Doge has died from an illness. Okie dokie. And yeah, here we are. So we did lose 8 defenders. And then we have 5 more turns. So hold out here in Antioch. Man, they're just not going to attack or what? And Prince Stephen has come of age as well. So I'm very curious. Is he right here? No. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where's the boy? Prince Stephen. So pride and killer instinct. What a legendary combo, really. -2 command, -2 acumen, +3 valor, and then an additional +2 valor, so 5 valor, and then +1 dread. So yes, not a nice person, but a very good fighter. Where is he? He's not with the king. Is he up here? Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, so 3 loyalty, no piety, 3 dread, 0 command stars, 0 acumen. Jesus, you are a little shit, aren't you? All right, so you are going to be hanging out with a dad. Or, no, your brother, actually. Yeah. Yep. King Edmund's going to be like, I remember that's how I was when I was your age. Actually, no, because Stephen's worse. Stephen's worse. All right, well, man, I don't understand. So Count MRVHS and his campaigns... He gets to fight defensive siege battles. Why don't I get to fight defensive siege battles? What am I doing wrong? Like, I've specifically, reduced my garrisons by a lot. These are not big garrisons. Why? Why aren't they attacking me? Oh, it's so lame. Oh, whatever. Okay, so the Byzantines are going to be attacking Edessa, which is the province that has my full stack inside of it. And they're going to be attacking with a substantial force. Yeah, they're going to be outnumbering me by quite a bit here. And, oh god, look who it is. Look who the guy is who's going to be leading this army. That 7-star Giga Chad that's going to be giving the army 8 morale before command star bonuses kick in as well. And he's going to be leading not just this. So it's not just like he could be killable just because it's just him and his 1 unit. But then there's going to be 3 units of almost full strength cataphracts. It's going to be the 1 unit that's going to be missing a few guys. But they are also high valor, 6 valor on that unit, 5 valor on that unit, 6 valor on that unit. Yeah, those are going to be some tough units. And then, yeah, backing them up here, the Pronea Legion Byzantine Lancers, some Byzantine Cav, so horse archer, hybrid units. And then 1 unit of melee infantry, going to be the Byzantine Infantry Swordsman unit. So, yeah, I mean, with those command bonuses, they're going to be fantastic. And, PVS crossbows and trebas and archers, nothing too concerning, but mostly going to be the Cav is going to be terrifying. And then for the reinforcements, it's not looking too threatening, honestly. It's going to be more about really facing off against that initial stack. And that's going to be tough. It looks like I'm going to be having some hills to hold here in Edessa. And my pikemen, though, Jesus, they do not have... like, they are good against Cav, sure. And so are my billmen. My billmen are good against armored Cav, so that's good. But, and I do have a 6-star general. That's good. I got my culverins. That's going to be fun. And I got my guns. Yeah, I don't know. I got my longbows. So my late game army, and I've talked about this before, but it's more about the fun aspect of it. The competitive aspect of it is a little bit, I've won with it. I've won, I think, every battle that I've fought with it so far, but this might really test me. So, let's have some fun here. And if I lose it, that's fine too. Right now we're just about having fun. So let's dive in and see what we can do. Here we are in Edessa, and I love maps like this. It is such a cool map. These are things, man, you don't get maps like this in Rome 1. No, not at all. Ever. You never see a map that's this cool and varied and interesting and just, it's just so neat. I love it. It's so cool. All right, so here's my game plan. I'm going to be here on this ridge. Guns and artillery in general cannot be moved in this game, so once you place them, that's where they remain. So I had to kind of choose my positions wisely. Since I can't do it here and then march up this hill with my guns, I have to kind of make do with what I got here. And I feel like this is like they can fire over the heads of my for infantry. Hopefully they can do some damage there. And then here's my pike and shot formations with billman support, and I know that there is a unit formation that I can use to basically form them like this, kind of. I'm going to have to experiment. It's been a while, so I'm going to have to kind of experiment really quickly while I'm getting, the enemy is marching on me, to kind of make sure that, they are in this formation, because I place them here manually, because you can't, use, unit formations when you are in the pre-battle screen, which is pretty haggard. That's one thing I don't like about this game. And then my chivalric knights are going to be hiding here in the forest here on this side. Having them in the low ground isn't ideal, but I'm thinking that if the enemy tries to flank me here, this could be a good little location for them to pop out and surprise. We got some chivalric knights. And then here as well, actually. If the enemies kind of come from this side and they go, oh, hey, general, it's a Hablar unit, very, weak, light cav unit. Well, surprise, we have some chivalric knights here to kind of come out here and ambush whoever's coming from this direction as well. So, yeah, Hablars. Remember when I used to use these units? It's been a long time since I've used these Hablars. Light cav unit, but this is one of my early generals units. So it's been a while. All right, hopefully I remember. I think I know what key you have to press. Is it this one? Is it that key? No, that's guns in the back. That's not going to do it. What about this one? That's it. There's guns in front. Perfect. All right, so for those of you who are following along, use group number 7. So yeah, if you have pikes, guns, and billmen all in the same group, and then use group number 7, you can have guns in the front, billmen on the side with pikes as well. Perfect. And I think I'm just going to have these guys on engage at will. Pikes will be on hold formation and hold position, obviously. And then arquebusiers will... you can be on skirmish. I mean, they got that heavy cav coming on in, so... Let's see here. I don't like the formation for this group, so let's try to do this instead. How are they coming on in? So, Pronoe, Legion, and Byzantine Cav, Trebizond Archers, Cataphracts. Yeah. It's just surviving that heavy Cav rush, you know? That's gonna be the thing. So, yeah, like here. And then, oh shit, are you guys, oh, I forgot that I have to manually tell my artillery to shoot. That's haggard. They could have been firing this whole time. Let's go after the cataphracts there. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I got something. And then, yeah, let's go after cataphracts there. And try to go after center mass. Yeah, try to go after the units that are right there. Ooh, oh yeah, oh yeah. Alright, that's a little disappointing, but that's okay. They can't all be winners. And so yeah, you guys, oh god, I don't like the position of this grouping here. It's a little dodgy. I feel like I need to back up and be on the downside of this slope, which sucks, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta do what you can. Alright. Fire on them, please. And then you fire on them. And yeah, guns don't have range on. Are you guys shooting? Yeah, you guys can definitely shoot whenever you'd like. And they're making a wide flank here. So cataphracts. God damn it, I don't want it. Alright, so how are we doing here? Guns, are you guys shooting? Okay, I guess we're not in range. Interesting. And alright, do I need to switch targets maybe? Switch targets here, just shoot at the previous guys. Yeah, just shoot like center mass on all that shit. It's tempting to shoot through the forest, it really is, because there's a lot of cav over here. Oh god, it's a lot. They're really making a wide turn here. Yeah, let's go here. Luckily I do have, I mean, my chivalric knights are on this side, both of them, so yeah. I mean, these Byzantine cav are going to be getting a pretty nasty surprise here pretty soon. And yeah, let's target those cataphracts there. And they're going to be coming in on my arquebusiers now. We're going to be getting a volley. And there we go. That's it for their volley. So now, let's get these guys up here, please. So you can shoot down. And do they have vision on my knights? They do. So yeah, you guys can come here and go off of skirmish mode. Yeah, there we go. And yeah, they see my dude. So let's see here. Let's go there. And then let's go, you go here. And then you come down and help out. So yeah, you get shots into the cataphracts, please, and thank you. And then how are we doing down here? Okay, yeah, this is stressful. Looks like we're... Oh, oh shit, they just like bypassed me. Oh shit. Damn it. Oh god. Oh god, General has to fight for his life. Alright, Billman, get back here. And then, yeah, archers can hack him down into melee as well. Yeah, they completely bypassed me. And, okay, so it looks like are we getting rid of those guys? Or what's happening here? Alright, Byzantine infantry. So you guys get there, and then you guys get in and help out your Byzantine dudes. And then, yeah, they're gonna just fight to the death. So let's try to get my general out of there. So he doesn't die, and hopefully my Billman should kill him eventually. But again, yeah, they're gonna fight so hard. Their general is so insanely good. It's just every combat they're in, they're gonna win, you know? And having, like, using guns and artillery is a big part of my build here. And so the idea behind that, obviously, is, you know, morale breaking. And how do you morale break an army that has, like, these guys, they're unbreakable. This is an unbreakable army I'm fighting. I have 2 chivalric knights fighting cataphracts, and they're losing. That's crazy. That is crazy. Like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm kind of hanging in there. Oh, let's get these arquebusiers back. I didn't realize that. like I'm inflicting some casualties. I am. Let's try to get these guys in a better formation, and then are we ever gonna clean these guys up? There, we cleaned those guys up. So let's try to come down. Yeah, do I come down here actually? Do I send a billman down there? I don't think so. Win that fight. Ooh, and they charge my arquebusiers. Interesting. With my Pavis crossbows. That's a interesting strategy. So let's try to get my dudes back. And then pikemen. Yeah, pikemen come in here and fight here. And then you shoot the Trebizond archers. Yeah, the Trebizond archers are fighting into melee. Like their ranged units are so good at fighting that they're just sending them into melee. Because they're like, yeah, no, we'll win that. You know, like this is like crazy. It's such a stacked army, you know? And yeah, their cataphracts are still winning down here. I'm tempted to send some billmen down to help out. Do I have some that I can spare? I do. So let's send you guys down here just to try to clean up this unit of cataphracts. And yeah, you guys can run down. Because I feel like we kind of like stymied their melee push. It's just, you know, like they're sending their ranged units into melee, right? Which is, you know, it's beating me, sure, but yeah, it's interesting. Interesting. So, did my guys ever reposition? Are you guys, can you fire this or no? No, you can't fire. Yeah, most of my Culverin crew guys died here. Alright, so billmen try to go on in here. They're sending on their horse archers into melee. Yeah, that's how confident they are. They're like, yeah, no, our horse archers will win in a melee fight. Like, sure, why not? And these cataphracts will just fight to the freaking death. God damn, it's insane. This army is insane. I wonder if, I don't even know if I killed the enemy general. Yeah, you shoot at the previous crossbows, and then let's see here. You turn and fight. My guys are fighting. And I think also I'm probably getting a morale boost as well, just because I have no place to retreat to. Well, no, I can retreat to the castle. So I do, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm getting a melee or a morale boost. Yeah, you guys can, let's see, you shoot at those. Can you not shoot at them? No. Okay, you can't shoot there. So just shoot at them. And did we finally clean up that? Oh my god, we finally did. They broke with one man remaining. All right, let's get my Chivalric Knights back. And my Billmen as well. Let's get these guys back. And how are we doing here? Looks like my guys broke here on this side. So yeah, if I can get my Chivalric Knights charging these handgunners. God, so few of them. So few are remaining. So let's send my longbows. You're out of ammo. Yeah, let's send you into melee. And yeah, they're really cleaning me up here. But my Chivalric Knights are coming into the rescue. And my Billmen, that just took forever cleaning up their cataphracts down there. And I don't think I have anywhere to... Yeah, everyone's too close to hit with my Culverins right now at this point. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't want you to run away. Rally, 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 and then you shoot. Yeah, take your shots where you can. Can you rally, please? Rally. And looks like looks like we were doing some damage here. Here, you come in here, and then you come in here and hit these guys. Yeah, bounce back and hit. Yeah, those guys are, man, their units are so stacked. Those Byzantine cav, oh my god. And oh yeah, here they come. Byzantine cav charging my arquebusiers. Yeah, that's it for that unit. I should send my general in just to, but you know, if he dies, that's it. But that's probably it anyway. Yeah, it's tough. And I've seen this before where, because I haven't seen the general at all in this entire battle, and I've seen this before where the AI will just withdraw their general at the beginning of the battle, therefore getting an actual useful fighting unit on the field. And then I think that they still get like his command bonuses as long as he doesn't die. which, you know, feels like cheating. You know, like that definitely feels like cheating, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. All right, let's bring my chivalric knights. We've basically cleaned up this Byzantine cav almost. So this unit can come over here and hit these Pavius crossbows. And yeah, Byzantine cav on this side are like slowly getting dragged down by my general's unit. 16 Howlers left. Arquebusiers, you get back here. Pikemen charge the rear of these Byzantine cav. And then Arquebusiers get up here. And then can you shoot? Yeah, you shoot those Pavis. And then, oh yeah, man, we're driving these guys back. So let's get my chivalric dudes to hit these Pavis guys here. And looks like we are cleaning up Trebizonds down here with my chivalric knights. And yeah, you hit those Pavis guys there. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is crazy. This is crazy. 5 pikemen come up here. And then yeah, Arquebusiers come here. And then we don't want any friendly fire, so you guys just shoot at those Pavis dudes down there. And then Billmen come here. Actually, wait, are you fighting stuff? Are they fighting back? Oh, I guess you have to keep fighting then. And yeah, so we're going to run those guys down. And this is insane. Do we send down... We just have one chivalric knight down there. General, go help clean up this Trebizonds, I guess. Just don't die. Don't die. You're not allowed to die. And do I even have reinforcement? I think I have that. Oh, the garrison people. Yeah, just the garrison. It's not much, but I mean, shit. At this point, yeah. At the beginning, I was thinking like, oh, that garrison's not gonna matter. But now I'm like, oh my god, I'll take 15 royal knights. And what else am I getting? 32 feudal knights. Hell yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh man, I could have used those a while ago. So. Let's see, so Trebizond archers are losing to my billmen, 6 versus 15. Trebizond archers, they have good attack stats. So yeah, getting rid of them ain't nothing. And then down here, General is fighting horse archers in the forest. Just don't die, dude. Don't freaking die. Okay, get back here. Get back here, please, and thank you. Actually, you can just walk. You're allowed to walk. And then guns. Yeah, shoot at the Byzantine infantry. We have 52 of those guys coming in. That's scary. I don't even remember fighting the Byzantine infantry in that engagement that just happened. And yeah, my poor billman. I can't disengage. I can just send some culverin shots their way, and hopefully hopefully we can pick off some of them. Oh, that's it. That one more ammo. Darn it. Darn it. Alright, let's get pikemen, billmen, arquebusiers, form up, and yep, you guys form up as well. General, form up, and chivalric sergeants, what are you, or knights, you're chasing away those guys, so you get back. And then do I have any more chivalric knights? No, that's my only chivalric knight unit. Okay. Man, 32 feudal knights right now. That feels so clutch. Holy shit. And the billmen finally broke. Yeah, those two guys left. Well, now we got 19 arquebusiers that can shoot at these Trebizonds. And then 11 guys here, and then 24 here. Yeah. And we may as well get the culverin crew. They can fight. They're gonna have to. Yeah, you guys hang out here. And then so yeah, knight or Byzantine infantry coming on in. Let's send in the billmen, and then let's send in the pikes as well. And then the arquebusiers just come down here and shoot into the flank. And then you guys as well come down here and shoot into the rear. And yeah, shoot like that. Should be good. And then I think I want to send... Yes, we got him. Nice. So cav, the fresh cav that is, you guys run down those Byzantine infantry and those Trebizond archers, which are charging in to fight, by the way. They're like, yeah, no, we're not done. And then let's hit these Pavis dudes as well. And man, there's not much left. I know they have some scraps coming on, and I do see those catapults and artillery in the back, but I'm not going to go after those quite yet. I'm going to let them bring on more of their units so that I can destroy them before I go and attack those Oh yeah, now they're shooting at me, and I don't like that. I don't like that. So let's get back here. Let's get back here. And this is all that remains of my brave defenders here. These 42 billmen, these arquebusiers, which should come forward here. 23 in that unit, 16, 11, 4 pikemen left, 14 culverin crew, 15 royal knights, 13 men in my general's unit. Ooh, we got a returning royal knight. Just one. Oh no, that's yeah, right. That's from the garrison. 8 chivalric sergeants who are very tired, and then 32 feudal knights. And what are we facing off against? Well, some Byzantine infantry are coming back on in. That's the unit that I had chased away previously. Some arbalesters, some pronoi, a legion, but that's a very beat up unit of cavalry. Some naphtha throwers, spearmen, handgunners, peasants, horse archers. And that's the thing, because like if these guys are still like, it's, you know, you look at it and you go like, oh, it's all pretty crappy stuff, right? If they are still getting their general's command bonuses, like it's not bad, you know, like it's yeah, these units can all be pretty tough, especially if they do all hit me at the same time. So yeah, this is not a done deal. We are in for a pretty tough fight here potentially. Now, those arbalesters are going to be potentially very dangerous here because they can outrange anything that I have. So I just need to go charge them, really. Yeah, I'm going to bypass these naphtha throwers for now. And even those pronoi legion, honestly, I'm just going to try to get these arbalesters. And, well, actually, you guys can divert. And yeah, you guys can attack the pronoi legion. And then feudal knights continue to go after the arbalesters. Yeah, keep on them, and we should win that. And hopefully we can wrap this up before this infantry engagement happens. That would be ideal. The naphthas are just like getting out of there. Like, nope, we don't want any of that smoke. And yeah, see, I don't want that. I don't want their cav. Man, those pronoi legion are not dying quickly. Jesus. Yeah, you guys need to stay on those arbalesters. And is that my infantry firing? Yeah, so that's their Byzantine infantry that's coming on in. And honestly, like getting a chance to get rid of them while they're unsupported, I would suppose that's like a good thing for us. Let's try to charge. Do I charge these spearmen in the rear with my chivalric knights? Because now my feudal knights are getting caught by peasants. And sure, like they'll beat peasants, but now they're going to get shot in the back by those arbalesters. Ugh, God, that's not ideal. Yeah, chivalric knights can definitely charge into the rear here and try to break these spearmen. Getting a rear attack into there might help out. And then I feel like I just have to get back with my guys here. Let's see, do I send my hobblers to support? I don't know. I feel like all my cav just they weren't able to win any of their engagements quickly, you know? Obviously, because the enemy morale is so high. So let's try to get these guys out of here. Yeah, you try to get out of here. Because I feel like the unit that we came in to support, I feel like they're dead now. So we may as well, yeah, not stay in that fight. If anything, try to hit this. Because this unit's still here. So we can still try to clean that up. And then what's happening on this side? Yeah, those horse archers are still there. God, what are we going to do about those horse archers? You know? Like, we don't have anything that can really do anything about that. And yeah, can you freaking stay on those arbalesters or what? Or are those handgunners just gonna like These guys just stay, he's like just fighting forever. He's like surrounded by my guys. Man, these units are so tough. Their stats are so jacked. It's crazy. Can you get out of there? I didn't know that you were just like your own unit. Just your one-man unit down there. And then, yeah, can you come over here and try to hit these handgunners and break them? And then, yeah, you get out of there. And so what unit's getting shot by those? Can we just like push up with our guns and try to break those horse archers? And support with our billmen, I guess? Like, my hoblars could probably catch those horse archers. I don't know. I think they have the same speed, actually. And yeah, now they're bringing on their infantry here. Their Byzantine infantry and their spearmen. Oh, God, it's so tough. It's so tough. Yeah, I feel like I need to get my billmen after their Byzantine infantry there. And then what? What's the next play? So guns are shooting at their horse archers. And then... now they want to charge. Now they're charging in, as they should. So let's send my general in to try to help out there. And, ooh, what's happening? Oh, someone's throwing grenades somewhere. Where is that even happening? Over here, I guess? So yeah, all my cav just got caught and it's fighting spears now. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I don't even know if getting them out of here is going to do anything. Where's the grenade? Oh, it's here. Oh, shit. And that, no, just stay in the fight. They want to throw grenades at this block of their own guys? Absolutely, let them do that. That's hilarious. That's so stupid of them. So yeah, definitely let that happen. And then on this side, what's happening? Yeah, you shoot it to the spearmen, please, and thank you. You go here, and then arquebusiers on this side. Yeah, so we're breaking guys here. Yeah, try to shoot into those spearmen. And then you come over here. Yeah, looks like their guys are losing, but my general he's in it. All right, let's get him out of it. Yeah, I don't want my general in there. Let's get him out of there, and there we go. Now they're breaking. Now I can use my general to run them down. And now they got naphthas, horse archers. Those crossbows. What are we going to do about those crossbows? Oh, yeah. So yeah, they finally cleaned up my cav there in the back. And yeah, I think we're just going to run out of dudes. Well, now it looks like they might be sending their arblasters into melee. Okay, well, that's a win for us. Except that, ooh, I got one more. Let's send our Royal Knights in. We don't have much. And Culver and crew, come on in. Try to stop these guys from hitting our guns. And then Billman, come on in as well. Yeah, getting a chance to fight arblasters, because there's no way these arblasters are out of ammo. They're just choosing this because they want to, I guess. So, this is like our best chance of getting them out of the fight. Yeah, it says they're losing. And now my billmen are going to come into the fight as well. And yeah, we're just getting freaking melee checked here by all of their range units, which is crazy, but, you know, they may as well, I guess. So yeah, we broke them. And now let's try to get my billmen here to go after these crossbows. And then same thing with my cav, go after the handgunners here, then here. And then where are my culverin crew? They get in there as well. And go here, and then let's see, general. Let's send the general after those previous crossbows on that side. And then yeah, you just stay in the pocket and keep shooting. Yeah, it says we're winning here. But no, looks like who's breaking? My culverin crew is breaking now. Yeah, my poor billmen are just getting overran. Yeah, man, that's tough. Arquebusiers, keep firing. Fire, reload, fire. And my Royal Knights are just going ham back here. They're just going ham. Get them back into the fight, actually. Like, you guys actually get here, because if we break that pocket, we have a chance. So yeah, you guys, my arquebusiers rallied. So yeah, fire into the handgunners, please. And oh, you don't give a shit about what I say. Yeah, you're just doing whatever you want. Yeah, it looks like my billman finally got overran. And now my general's fighting with his crossbows. And are the naphtha throwing grenades? Yes, they are. Just hilarious. Oh, man. What an epic battle, Jesus. Yeah, even though I'm not going to win this one, still, I'm just really glad that I, fought this because it was, yeah, honestly, like, it did. Yeah, I got overwhelmed, but the fact that I was able to beat that first wave, like, holy shit, I was not confident that I was going to be able to beat that first wave. So, yeah, it's going to be tough losing this general. He's been with me for a long time. He's here amidst grenade blasts from the naphthas and all that, fighting against spearmen and handgunners. And yeah, the arquebusiers are rolling off as well. And this guy, he doesn't know that there's like a whole other fight back here going on. So yeah, he's finally going to run away. And he can still make it back to the garrison, actually. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I kind of forgot about that. I should have been retreating guys to, garrison the fortress of Edessa, I guess. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that part of this battle. But hey, I have a stack in Antioch, I think. So, like, as long as, like, literally one guy has to survive, and I can just reinforce with my stack from Antioch. That's going to do it. So I'm very curious to see how did my arquebusiers. So it's, yeah, 29 kills, 35. It's not nothing, That one got a point of valor as well. Billman got 116. Hobblers got 85. And that's my general. So he got 85 kills and 2 points of valor. And he survived. So yeah, the general himself is still alive. Eichmann, 24 kills, 12 and 21. Chivalric Knights got 94 and 42. Longbows got 90 and 51. Billman 77 and 136. And Culverins, that one only killed 6 dudes, so that's a disappointment. And then the other one, so that's the Culverin that like lasted the entire time, right? Oh no, there's both Culverins are here. Okay, so that Culverin got 14 and that Culverin got 6. Man. So the Culverin that actually like lasted a while only got 14. Damn, yeah, that is not that impactful, really. I mean, I guess maybe you could say that my target priority left some to be wanting. Left a little. What's the phrase? left some to be wanting something. Anyway, so I'm going to be killing the captured soldiers. And yeah, so we killed 1,000 of theirs. And we lost 900. Yeah, so pretty even-ish. So yeah, we're gonna have people in Edessa, in the fortress that is, and enemy ships sunk. Yeah, so we sunk the Byzantine boat in the Sea of Marmara, and ransom demanded. So they are going to be demanding 437 denarii or florins for the 58 men captured. Yeah, absolutely. Were those heroes worth every penny? And, alright, so Novgorod, yes. So, in Antioch, this is going to last. Okay, so yeah, I have my stack in Tripoli, not Antioch. Got it. Okay, right. Interesting. So, Italians, no, Italy, sorry. Ooh, yes, Germany, yes. I will marry Princess Gunhilda to Prince Stephen. I'm pretty sure I actually proposed that. But they found me first. So yes, absolutely. And then, oh, that's just not fair. That is so not fair. Lord Montfort gets -3 morale for being a good runner. Like, fuck off. He's a hero. That shit pisses me off. I know that's just it is what it is, but that shit sucks. That's just not. That shit sucks. Also, like historically, like it depended, like sometimes the army was like, why are we not taking the engagement. You know, they really, really were bothered by that kind of stuff. But it depended, you know, sometimes like the men got it. They're like, yeah, no, we're repositioning. We're, you know, this isn't running away. We're disengaging, you know, like they understood, you know, but not all the times. It just kind of depended. So what do we have here in Edessa? So this small little group is going to last for 8 turns at least if they, you know, just hang out. And I wonder if that would be the thing that finally makes the Byzantines want to attack. Now, I've killed a lot of their men, so with the army that they have here, they do have a bombard. And they have a catapult. So they do have some artillery pieces, but yeah. Even with those forces, I don't know if they'd be able to break into that fortress. And obviously they can just reinforce, you know, their forces in Edessa from Syria. But man, with the guys that I just killed, like the Byzantines, that was a lot of their guys, you know? They have this now, and then they have this, and then barely anything else. So my guys can now march from Tripoli into Antioch and then into Edessa. And there's a chance that they can actually get there in time. But you know what? That is all going to have to wait till next time. Before I go, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying these videos and you would like to support the channel, then consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. It all helps immensely. So until next time, this has been Concept playing Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.